Craziest damn thing ever. Oh God. I hope I've got this thing set up correctly. I'm going to be so sad if I don't. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I assume that we're live right this second. Tell me we're live. Son of a gun. Let me check these settings real quick to see what our output is. And video. Well, at least we're in 1080p. That is sufficient. I should have been in 60 frames per second if I really wanted to stress test this computer. Anyways, hey, enough about all of that. We're doing a live. We're going to kick the bobo here today, folks. We're going to stress test this new computer setup I've got. And yeah, man, I was looking. It's been like a month since the last time that I did a live stream here on After Prison Show. I got freaking stains on my shirt. What type of example am I setting for y'all? Shout out to you guys. A lot of you guys have been rocking with me over on the Joe Does Stuff side. It's good to see familiar faces. Appreciate you guys. Also, real quick, when I tell you that this little setup that I've got going on right now probably looks a bit different from, normal setups that I have, I've commandeered my wife's office, which used to be my office, but it's too cold out in my shed. I shit you not. I'm not going out in that damn shed and freezing my nuts off no more. So we're in my wife's office. Don't tell her. She doesn't know. When she comes home, she is going to be so surprised. Here we are. JD Steaks, shout out to you for the channel membership, getting things started on the right track. Appreciate you, brother. We're going to have some fun over here today, man. I'm not going to make this no pressure at all. Just going to have a good time doing this, and appreciate you guys taking the time to rock with me on this. So let me share with you real quick. For the third time, I'm testing a new computer setup. I treated myself last month for my birthday, and I was really dabbling between getting a new PC or getting a new laptop. The laptop that I had was 10 years old, so I went and got me a really good laptop. It's got a 5070 graphics card, a 5070 Ti graphics card in it. It's got a 32 gigs of RAM. It's got an Ultra 9 processor, 2 terabyte storage. So, it's a pretty good laptop, but it's a laptop, for God's sakes. And when you're doing just made a sound. I don't even know what that sound was. When you're doing a live stream where you've got a lot of shit going on, them fans are going to be running. It was a message on Facebook. That's wild that sounded that way. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you being up in here. Hollow says, you play Warzone? I don't. I play Scum. I'm going to probably play that on this live stream as well, too, just to let you guys know. That's how we're really going to stress test this thing right here. So let me share a little bit. I've been on the job. I've been working my ass off trying to get my business back off the ground again because I have to. After Prison Show, God, as much as I love this thing, and it was the greatest part of my life, it's let me know in so many rhythmic type of ways that the ship has sailed. I don't think that I could ever bounce this channel back. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new channel, and I'm going to call it Lockdown 24 and 2. I'm kidding. Or give me another prison YouTuber. That was no shot at Josh neither, but it could be After Prison Show Part 2. The Resurrection. But at the same time, do I really want to continue with this whole, prison spiel? Don't get me wrong, prison was the biggest part of my life. And it was after prison that I was able to do so many great things with myself. I always got to keep that near and dear. I should get a teardrop in the shape of a YouTube play button. Joe, your audio is ass. Oh, God, audio is off from normal. Thank you, Redskin Chris. Let me figure out what's going on and why that is. Why is the audio off? Do we have two different audios going? Everybody's telling me. Joe Herc, I like that, Tyler. All right, let me try to figure this thing out. Forgive me. This is the only way that I'm going to learn. We got to learn together, unfortunately. All right. Oh, no shit, you sorry son of a gun. I had the thing set up. Hopefully that just fixed it. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Yeah, I should have got better there. Audio is booty cheeks. I heard somebody say that the other day, Kevin. Actually, they said it this morning. They were talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They said, yeah, that receiver, he's booty cheeks. I said, that is such a ditty thing to say. Redskin Chris, appreciate you letting me know, brother. I had the audio set up the correct way. I forgot, though. I had to switch between YouTube channels. This was normally set up on the Joe Does Stuff side. When I go over to After Prison Show, I guess it just wasn't on the right thing. Appreciate you guys. So a couple of other little trivial thoughts real quick. I had this thought this morning. I'm going to get back into my music, and I should have never stopped. When I wrote that ramen noodle rap song, I should have never stopped. There was so much music that I was doing from that time on and before that. You guys remember I was a prison rapper, and I was a damn good one. I'm better than 1090 Rugrat and all these other little wanksters out here these days. They are wanksters, right? Now we've got this new saying, the YCs. I heard about that. I'm like, what the fuck? But yo, man, I was listening to the music last night, man, and I went down this memory lane of music that I was listening to back when I was in prison and during my time of incarceration. What do you remember about Fabulous? Fabuloso. Yo, Fabulous had this song on one of his albums. It was called This Is Family. And if you ain't never heard that shit with Joe Buttons and a list of other people that you've never heard of, you need to go hear that song. Fabulous, This Is Family. Go check out that song. That was the type of shit that I was on. Man, I went down this memory lane with the music last night, and I just said, you know what? Maybe I should start now. I mean, I'm 43 years old. They say you're never too old to become a rapper. There's a British freaking an O-head rapping, and have you heard him? He's good. The bitch looked like, the brains of the operation in the Italian Job or Mission Impossible or some shit. But he be spitting. Spit something right now, then I don't want to rap. That's the problem. I don't want to rap. I will spit something for you, as a matter of fact, Isaiah. I will. I'm actually doing children's music now. I know it sounds freaking crazy. You got to think about the songs that I wrote. I wrote this song, the ramen noodle rap song. Add a little cheese, can I get a scoop? You guys remember that? That was a pretty good one. But there were other songs that I was writing around that time as well. There was a little Big Town song that I wrote, and I can't remember. It was about getting my rights restored. I can't remember what the song was that I wrote it off of. It's on my Facebook page. I could go pull the damn thing up. I wrote that. I did write a rap song recently within the last 2 years for my painting business about all of the people who came and went with my painting business, and that was written to a DMX song. I wrote that. But right now I'm doing children's music, but I want to get back into the music. For example, I got to share a story with you. This is freaking crazy. I didn't get a chance to share this morning on the other live stream. I forgot about this. I was in Lowe's this morning, one of 3 trips daily that I'm making to Lowe's. I was in Lowe's this morning. I had to grab some materials. And all of a sudden, I go down this aisle, and there was this younger couple, white folks, a white guy and this white girl. And I ain't gonna lie, I was judgmental. I judged the book by the cover. They looked like they were in there stealing shit. But it ain't my business. They smelled of the devil's lettuce. You know, as I'm walking by them, I'm not paying them. I'm trying not to pay them any mind. I know they're in there for the DeWalt tools, though, but it ain't none of my business. I'm not loss prevention. That's not that. This is After Prison Show, for God's sakes. So anyways, as I was walking by, the guy was talking to the girl he was with, and she was infatuated with this damn story that he was telling her. He was telling her something about like gasoline will get rid of anything and, yada, yada. But then he said something along the lines of, yeah, I'm pretty good at most everything. And this girl, they're probably in their early 20s. This girl was, just so starstruck, so, what's the word I'm looking for? So smutting with this YC. She was just falling in love in the paint department at Lowe's. So as I continue on my way, I'm trying not to pay them no mind, but it's stuck in my head. The young man was talking about gasoline will get rid of anything. They were in the aisle with the paint thinner and all of that. They didn't look like they were going to no job. They somewhat looked like they'd been up all night. Maybe they murdered somebody. Maybe they were in there for the supplies to get rid of a body. Who the hell knows? They were in there for one of two things: to cover up a crime scene or to create one by stealing shit. I hate to tell you. So I leave from there and I'm driving to the job site and I'm thinking about them and I'm listening to the freaking the rap songs that I grew up on and that I was in prison listening to. And I was like, yo, I want to write a song about them. And I'm going to tell you how it goes. Okay? I want to write a song about them based off of the Keith Urban Keith Urban be writing song. I don't think any of these guys write their own song. The Cop Car song. Do you know the Cop Car song by Keith Urban? There was something about the way the moonlight was shining, bringing out in your eyes. I was too busy. Fall in love in the back of a cop car. However that banger goes. I want to write a song based upon them young folks in there still. There was something about the DeWalt 20-volt battery in the cage of the... Man, I'm trying to tell you I'm going back. In my mind, I'm going back to that place that y'all fell in love with me from. So I started trying to... Look, I pull up the instrumental for the Keith Urban Cop Car song. And the song starts off so damn slow, like I don't remember the lyrics to it. But you asked me to spit something for you, so this was the song that I was working on this morning. It was based off of this crime that I was almost about to witness taking place. What was that movie where people were in the future and they were airbenders, but they could prevent crimes from happening? Remember that? That's what I felt like, except I felt like the 1090 Jake Rugrat version of that. It was 6 a.m. in a Lowe's paint department, huffing thinner in your eyes. Let's go. I don't have it just yet, but you get the concept. It's there, it's ready, it's just needing the Rubik's Cube to be all lined up. You get it, right? So anyways, when you tell me, like, spit something now, who are you? Are you Kanye? I'll spit something for you. Like I said, I've been writing children's music, and I thought about going heavy with that. You've got your Miss Rachels, you've got your Coco Melons and your Goo Goo Gagas and your Color Crews. And don't get me wrong, I know all of them. I got a 3-year-old. But what you don't got is a rugged ex-convict. Let's just call it for what it is. Ex-convict father of the year. I want to toot my own horn with that. Sitting on the bar stool doing the ballads. So you want the song? Here's the song that I sing to my son every morning. I wrote this for him. Liam is a happy boy, happy boy, happy boy. Liam is a happy boy who loves his friends and toys. That's the only lyrics we got to it, but we sing that religiously every single day. Liam is a happy boy, happy boy, happy boy. Liam is a happy boy who loves his friends and toys. I'll even start hitting the fucking Blind Fury for you. Could you imagine this? From After Prison Show to Blippi. You know what I'm saying? Forget your prison stories. Keep them. Y'all copied everything I did anyways. Follow me down this rabbit hole. Joe, you've lost your goddamn mind. Shit. Do you know what them channels are bringing in? I mean, they're literally shoveling in the cash. Spit something for me. I will. Tyler says, I hate Blippi. Why? What did Blippi ever do? Blippi was there's like 3 or 4 Blippies. I don't know what happens to them, like they move on, but I got nothing against Blippi. Dan says, okay, if that's stuck in my head, I'm going to unfollow. Shout out to you, Brazil. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys. Don't think that I'm crashing out or anything like that. It is what it is. Life just continues going down the road. Joe getting chubby. It's just a shirt, and this is a terrible seat. I'm actually not too bad. And also don't get it twisted. I just got a haircut over the weekend. I cut my own damn hair like a fool, and it didn't come out too good. So when you cut your hair really short, it makes you look, it really brings out the features in your face. So now if you want to say something, you can't hurt me with the fat jokes. Just say my head's shaped like a peanut, because that's what I'm looking like right now. Yeah. Shout out to you folks, man. Appreciate you guys being up in here rocking with Joe's, craziness. I think it's pretty good. Anyways, there's plenty of other shit that we can be talking about here. I might dabble with some gameplay, because that's what I do these days. I work my ass off. I play the game. Redskin Chris, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for letting me know. But there's plenty of stuff to talk about. If you don't rock with me over on Joe Does Stuff, no big deal. I was going pretty hard, and I even filmed a video for this, but I pulled off on it. About the Michigan head coach, who now is a felon overnight, literally within the drop of a hat becomes a felon. How do you go from being a head coach of a prestigious elite college football team as a black man, and now you are a freaking felon basically overnight? And I harped heavily on black man while sharing about the Michigan head coach, and not to race bait, even though that's what everything in this world is these days. So I guess subconsciously I probably was race baiting, but it's so important to mention that this man was a black man who threw his life away for a snow bunny, a white chick, a YC, I guess you could call it. A white woman will destroy your life every single time. It's important to mention this, because there's not very many black head coaches in the college football level, let alone the elite college football level. Yeah, sure, your predominantly black colleges, your HBCUs, of course, you've got black head coaches. Norfolk State, HBCU, in my local area, we've got Michael Vick. Delaware has got LaDainian Tomlinson or somebody like that. But to be at an elite level, I mean, even Deion Sanders, for God's sakes, not even at an elite school. He's at freaking Colorado, for God's sakes. This man, Sharon Moore, never even really was a freaking coach, and lucks up and gets handed the keys to the kingdom at Michigan, a top freaking school in the college football world for sure. And maybe not every year, but they're definitely up there. And you piss it all away behind tricking with a freaking snow bunny, your assistant who you hire. And it's not for the fact that he was having an affair on his wife. He's married to a white woman too. They have 3 children. She just had a baby this past summer. I do feel bad for the family that's getting the ramifications from what this man has done, because you're talking about generational wealth. Not only was he an elite coach, a coach for an elite school, the man had a $6 million a year contract, but not no more. Not no more. Anthony says, what happened? So he was having an affair with this assistant, and she got pregnant. Supposedly he forced her to have an abortion. These are just things that have been reported. I don't know how much of this is true. What I do know is true is that some kind of a way Shorty got pissed off. Supposedly he broke off the relationship on Monday of last week. And on Wednesday of last week, she went to the athletics director with all of the receipts. Now, they had already been under somewhat scrutiny, and there had been certain thoughts that there was something going on between these two, but they were denying it. Well, when Shorty went to the AD last Wednesday with all the receipts, somewhere along the lines, they fired him right then and there. And then this dumbass went to her house, Deshaun Jackson. I don't know why I said LaDainian Tomlinson. Thank you, Double Trouble. This dumbass goes to her house, kicks in the door or does something. He gets a home invasion charge and threatens to take his life right there in front of her with a freaking butter knife. Buddy is butter soft with a butter knife doing some dumb shit. I'm going to kill my... Yeah, I would too if you just lost $6 million a year behind the fact that you couldn't control your urges. You know, one thing that I don't ever respect is a guy who, or a girl, who steps out on a marriage. I've been married now for like 7 years, almost 8 years. I think it's one of the two. You know, me and my wife, we've got a solid relationship. And my wife knows that I would never do anything to disrespect her. And I'd expect the same out of her. You get an opportunity to pass down wealth to your children. You got 3 kids. You got an opportunity to pass down wealth to your children, man, to make their life gravy. And not only do you piss that away because you can't keep your dick in your pants, dog, you also, your kids are going to grow up and look at you as a freaking laughingstock. Can you bounce back from this situation? The man was fired. He's facing a felony charge. And he did something that's not easily and often duplicated. There's not many black college football coaches at the elite level. Virginia Tech, Penn State's ex-coach, Notre Dame. There ain't many. You know, so it's just a real shame. You know what it is? It's a shame. It's a shame. And then for Buddy to make matters only worse. You know, allegedly he was dealing with a psychiatric issue, some sort of a mental collapse or something like that. Forget all of that. You just played Ohio State 2 weeks prior. You was trying to have a foursome with some OnlyFans chicks, and then they give you a $25,000 bond. Buddy gets out on bond, and he's still in the DMs of the OnlyFans girl because she putting it out there. You still are commenting on OnlyFans girls' stories. Buddy, you just don't learn. You just don't learn. Hey, John, shout out to you. Johnny, shout out to you. Forgive me. I got 2 different screens right here, and it's hard to see on this one, and I can't even read that one. I just checked out the Flip House video with the Spirits and the Pit Bulls. Hey, look, if you missed the live stream from this morning over on Joe Does Stuff, you need to go check that out because there's way more Pit Bull activity this morning. And here's the other crazy thing. We've got this house that we're flipping right now, essentially. We're flipping it for a real estate man. There's these, 60, 70 pound freaking pit bulls next door. And there's a 6-foot privacy fence. And these dogs are coming over the privacy fence and just sitting at the top of the fence, mean mugging us, ready to go. Sick 'em, boy. So the crazy shit was, if you saw the video, you saw a little bit of that. If you saw the live stream, you saw a lot more of that. But anyways, we were over there this afternoon and we're working on the deck out back of this house. And the dog is right here. I'm right by the fence and the dog is literally right here. And I'm just like, man, ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way. Uh-oh. What's going on? Sorry about that. Slade, what it do, brother? Appreciate you being up in here. Death Boot, what's going on? Shout out to you. Long time. Yes, it has been a long time for sure. If you're just joining me, you're definitely going to want to check out the rest of this live stream. It's been pretty good, I think. And I titled this thing "Nothing Crazy." Look, I'm not trying to do too much over here, possibly anymore. We might be winding down and getting ready to switch gears to some other stuff. After Prison Show has been great, and I still enjoy being able to bring you guys the stories, at least give a little insight, perspective as to like what I think in relation to these stories. But I think that life is just taking me in the direction that it's supposed to take me in, and this isn't goodbye or nothing like that. I'm just letting you guys know that, got to be doing more. Got to be doing more. So what else do I got for you guys? There's a lot that's been going on in relation to prison news, which is always going to be heavy on my heart. Did you see that Derek Groves got sentenced? And Derek Groves got sentenced, and so too did Antoine Massey. And Antoine Massey, these are two of the most prolific individuals from the Orleans Parish jail escape that happened back in May. Did you see both of them got sentenced? And more importantly, did you see that Antoine Massey got convicted of the ape charge that he was facing? They convicted that man of that. Now, let me tell you something. Antoine Massey was the most heroic of them all. Like, he was the fan favorite because he got a chance to go on do some videos, so people got a chance to see him, and they were rocking with him and rooting for him. But he did try to explain the ape situation, saying, hey, look, the girl, she just put that charge on him or whatever. Yo, if you didn't do that, why didn't she come to get you up off of that charge? I'm not here to, pick a side in regards to this, but buddy, you got convicted of that charge. Now, I know people, a guy that I featured many years ago here on After Prison Show by the name of Darnell Phillips. He did 28 years for an ape charge that he didn't commit. And he got released because of that. Could this situation be similar? Antoine Massey got convicted of all of his charges. I don't know how much time he got, but Derek Groves, they didn't waste no time getting this man sentenced and tried and sentenced. So he was found guilty of these murder charges that he was sentenced. He was locked up for, and he gets life for a double murder charge. But they gave him so much more time than just life. This story doesn't say it. I want to say he got like an additional 100 years or some shit. Here we go. They said Groves showed no remorse and the city would be far safer with him in prison for life. In addition to the 2 life sentences he received, Groves was convicted of 2 counts of attempted murder for wounding others in 2018. The judge imposed 2 additional 50-year sentences for those convictions stacked onto the life terms. That's wild. Mr. Reese, shout out to you. Thank you very much for the kind words. Johnny says, first John Cena, now Joe. I'm not going nowhere, man. I mean, if I am, I'm just changing gears a little bit. I want to do what no other prison YouTuber is doing. A lot of these guys, and look, there's some guys that I'm envious of. This felon entrepreneur, if you guys seen him, he's crushing it with business. There's a guy that's building houses, like $1 million houses. Maybe I want to do children's music. I want to get into the music a little bit. I don't know. Or play video games. Who the hell knows? So yeah, the escapees have been getting sentenced. That's been wild. There was a deputy. I don't know if you guys saw this story. And where did this take place at? And do not you play. Okay, tell you what. Where's the story at? There it is. Let's read the story. I don't want to watch the video right now because I ain't got my headphones plugged in. Did you guys hear about the Tennessee peace officer? I believe
I don't know. Did you hear about the deputy who was getting topped off, getting domed up in the courtroom while in uniform by like the clerk of the courts? You know, for those who say that the courtroom is a mockery, make no mistake, it absolutely is when situations like this are taking place. This is wild. Former deputies decertified for on-duty dome in the courtroom. Buddy was getting topped off while court was adjourned. Listen, man. I don't know if this was his girl, if this was his wife, if she was married. Was she the court's reporter? The stenograph person? What do you call that? That is crazy. This happened in Memphis, Tennessee. There ain't shit else to do but kill people out there. A former Shelby County deputy has been decertified for having oral sex in a courtroom while he was on duty. Who did he get topped off from? Was it a defendant? Damn, man. A committee of the Tennessee Peace Officer Standing and Training Commission voted Thursday to decertify former Lewis Hamlet. According to a Shelby County Sheriff's detective, Hamlet admitted to taking part in a consensual sexual activity in the courtroom with a female clerk on several occasions. Hey, somebody must have walked in and caught them. Or they got caught on camera. Hey, they was some Vaugners. What do you call that? The Vaugneurism? Yo, buddy was pounding the gavel in the courtroom, Dan. That's exactly what was taking place. He was pounding in the courtroom, but it wasn't a gavel. This is like a Dateline. This would make a great Dateline parody video right here. During the hearing in Nashville, Hamlet said that he was in uniform and still working when it happened. But he was not the one who engaged in the sexual act. See, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what the Michigan coach should do. You put it on that snow bunny, that icy white girl honey bun. You put that shit on them. Dog. She was attracted to the shiny badge on my chest. She wanted the role play. Throw her under the bus. It's over. You got to save yourself at this point. Okay? Nobody's in love here. This isn't Titanic. This isn't the ending of Titanic. Okay? We're not going to save you. Bitch, let me float. You swim in that cold water for a little bit. Misery says shit ain't gonna lie. I'd be doing the same thing if I was in his shoes. Yeah, man. Hey, court's boring. If you got an opportunity to get topped off in the courtroom, why wouldn't you? If you were, a single man. And again, I hope he's not married, cheating on his wife, stepping outside of the relationship. Lord Bullet says Joe just be using words he don't even know what they mean. That's crazy. Vaugneurism. It means you're a cuck, right? You're a cuck in a truck like an Adam 22 type shit. Did Blueface ever smash his girl? Wasn't that like something getting ready to take place? My God, man. What a freaking day and age that we live in. This guy says, I didn't engage in oral sex. She engaged in oral sex. That is something to consider, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client didn't open his mouth. He was just there. He was in the right place at the wrong time. Shorty was just looking for something, and she found it. Unfortunately, it happened to be my client. Oh, shit. Aaron, man. Hey, man, super kind to you right there. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. Merry Christmas, Joe. Hope you and the family have a great one, and buy Liam a present from your Aussie mate. Aaron, you the man. Greatly appreciate that, brother. Yeah, my son's about to have a really good Christmas. My wife was asking me what I wanted. My wife was asking me what I wanted for Christmas. I said, I don't even need nothing. Get me some socks and underwear because I desperately need both. You know, when you're a dad, hey, man, the holidays is for them. The holidays is for them. Aaron, appreciate you, brother, man. I can't thank you enough for that. I was talking about that particular thing on another live stream I was doing over on Joe Does Stuff. I said, it's crazy when people donate. They don't never get the proper recognition they deserve. They never do. It's like, oh shit, hey man, hey, I appreciate it. All right, anyways, back to what I was saying though. Aaron, for you, like, this is the type of shit that make me want to just go out into the streets and yell this shit out from the rooftop. Aaron! He donated a 50-piece. It's Aussie. I don't know what that translates to, but shout out to Aaron. Just run up to strangers. Do some wild shit. Scarface Taco, long time brother. I'm a Verizon user. I'll never forget our T-Mobile talk. Scarface Taco. Lieutenant Dan, appreciate you getting over here as well too, man. I need a Patriots Super Bowl for Christmas. Well, if they played like they played against the freaking bum-ass Bills. You know what despises me as much as cucks like Adam 22 is teams like Buffalo Bills, who have no God-blessed business. Like Josh Allen, in my opinion, I know he's a great quarterback to a lot of people. I just don't think that he is, though. I don't think that he is. And this is going to be the year when they're going to win the Super Bowl. Because Patrick Mahomes blew out his ACL and everybody else's ass. Everybody else's booty cheeks. Except for the Patriots. Let them get that rematch in the AFC Championship. I think the Patriots take them. And if they do, Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl. If he don't win a Super Bowl this year, don't ever count on that man for nothing else. It'll never happen. Lord Bulla, how's the laptop holding up? It's holding up pretty good. We haven't even stress tested this thing just yet, though. We're getting ready to. And I don't know how that's about to work. Hey, appreciate you for the membership right there, for the love of horror. Really appreciate you being up in here. All right. I don't even know where you hook up headphones to this thing at. I take this laptop with me out on the job, which is crazy because this ain't no work laptop. This is a gaming PC, gaming laptop all day long. And I use it for work, but I need to be using it for what it's made for. And we getting ready to. The fans is coming on. Oh, that's hilarious. LOL. Does she know you or remember you? It's crazy. My wife was telling me about somebody she's dealing with right now that we used to deal with together when I was painting apartments, and I had my apartment painting business, and we used to have to hound these people for freaking money. But oh shit. Oh, fuck. Well, that doesn't matter because I'm not. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, buddy? Nothing much, man. Just ran out of Bondo. I mean, I got 90% of it done. I got the stuff on the back. I got the steps are gonna take two runovers.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got your door on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing dry yet, but I'm getting ready to switch to. He's getting the light done right now. He's almost done with it.
Y'all make sure that light works correctly, though. Okay.
Okay.
It's a motion sensor, so that's all you got to do. There's not gonna be no light switch for it.
Okay, cool deal.
Yep. And then you guys, did you find those little clips to hang that conduit?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm thinking he did. But I was just letting you know tomorrow, morning pickup. I'd say pick up two more things of Bondo, bro, because it's not gonna take all two, but it's gonna take me. If I did this much and I got a little bit left to do, and then I gotta go back over it, I get two. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get into a second one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get that. All right. Yeah, if there's anything else for y'all to be messing with today, I can't remember what else I told you to do, but.
Strip to do, and then we still got to spot prime the back of the house.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's how y'all wrap the day up. Just let me know when y'all are getting up out of there and make sure everything's locked up, okay?
Will do, buddy.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye. We've used 3 cans of Bondo on one house. I know that sounds diabolical. The problem is we walked into a shit show with some previous people who had done some stairs, and they had no idea what they were doing with these stairs. So we have to make this shit flawless, and it's taken a lot of Bondo. And we're also trying to use some Bondo and some vinyl siding as well, which I've never done that, but hopefully it's going to work. The house has got a bunch of bullet holes in it. We want to make those go away. All right, anyways, let's see if we can do a little gameplay on here. I know that's not what we normally do here, but you know what? It is what it is. This game is prison related too, which I'm not going to try to justify this. It is what it is. It's going to take forever for this game to, well, no, it's not. I'm on this new laptop, so this shit should load up pretty quickly, and we should see. Here we go. We're launching already. This ain't going to take no time at all. We're getting right up into this. Folks, this game is called Scum. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I don't know if you've ever played it. It's kind of scary, but it's really good. It's sort of like a Rust type of a game. It's sort of like a PUBG type of a game. I'm not playing with other players. I'm playing against the computer. You'll see. It's pretty dope. I'm also going to change the settings to the way that I've been doing this. I now have the settings on like the hardest possible settings. You're going to get a kick out of this. Lord Bullet, this is a 5070 Ti graphics card. And she the truth. She's the truth. All right. The thing is, this mouse is super finicky too. You guys will get a kick out of this. I commentate this pretty well. Shit, where's my mouse at? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, there it is. And why ain't it going where I need it to go? Oh, all right, that works. All right, there we go. I fixed it. All right, let me see how I can do this. And I don't need a window capture. I need a... Is it a window capture? Hey, you guys will get a kick out of this. Boy, no. Hey, that thing is... Them fans are going right there. Ooh, them fans are loud. All right, let's get rid of the window capture and add a display capture. That's what works on this. All right, just go display capture, ping bong. There it is, right there. Sorry, forgive me. Automatic. Okay, we'll see if it does do automatic. Let's go right here. Yep, that's working. All right, and then why is that so damn small? I need to change these options. I guess I'll do it when we get in there. Y'all let me know how this is. Is this too loud? Why is that damn thing so damn small right there, Jack? Hey. Well, we're going to see if this works. I also have a dual monitor going too, so I think that dual monitor is actually screwing everything up right now. I'm about to unplug that. I think the dual monitor is screwing everything up. All right, we're already loaded in. Yeah, the dual monitor is definitely what's screwing everything up. Hold on one second. I got to get that off of there. Do not unplug the wrong thing, Joe. Which one is it? It's... God. Oh, I dropped something. All right. I need to, okay, why is that like that? There it goes. Oh, wow. That is really fast right there. All right, let's make sure that you guys can see what's going on, because we got a lot. Woo! She's going so fast. The computer is. Oh, man. All right, it is working. All right, cool. I'm good to go. I don't got to keep messing with this. It worked. Sorry. All right. Where's my audio at? Okay, we got audio, but the audio is super low. Can I turn that up a lot? There we go. Y'all let me know if you can hear this too as well. Yes, this is called Scum. This is a prison-related game. You're a prisoner on an island, and you've got to survive. It's like a zombie island. And then there's other players who want to kill you too. Do I have a vehicle? I don't even know what I have in this. I've got a lot of lettuce and cabbage for some reason. I'm pretty good at this. There's a zombie somewhere. Where is he at? You can hear him. The audio for the zombies in this game, it does suck. There he goes. He's right there. Hey Bob, how you doing? Look. So he's got a little, well, he doesn't have the prison uniform on, but you start out in a prison uniform, you get dropped off, and then you've got to try to survive. You've got to eat, you've got to drink, you've got to heal yourself, you've got to check on your health, you got to check on your metabolism in here. Like, it is a pretty complicated thing, but it's super dope. Now, I can't remember. I got a gun. I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of antibiotics too, so I'm good in case we get into some shit. Do I got a car? I thought I had a car in here. Hey Hunter, what's going on, man? We're stress testing this laptop of mine, doing a live stream and the gameplay. This got a 5070 Ti graphics card in it, and it seems to be holding up pretty. Okay, there we go. We got some people right here. All right, they're shooting at us. Good deal. All right, let's hunt these guys a little bit. Let's make this. Oh, son of a bitch! We got a zombie and we've got regular people. Where's the zombie at? He must be in this building. Let's see if we can get these guys trapped. Come on out. Come on, bitch. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. I got an MP5. You got a bow and arrow, buddy. Who's going to win this? Watch this. Tell you what.
Take cover. Someone with some balls.
Oh, I got you. I got you, buddy. Tell you what. I'll wait for y'all up here. Give me the high ground. Where are they at? I hear them walking around. So the NPCs are kind of stupid in this, and I need to change these settings. I want the NPCs to be the hardest that they can be. And I think I've got them on a level 2. I think level 3 makes them the hardest that they are. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Buddy, I'm trying to... Oh! Why won't you work for me? There we go. NPC. All right, let's get this thing working. Appreciate everybody sticking around. So our NPC levels are on a 1 in here. Now we need them to be a 3, and if we kill them, we need them to drop everything. So we're gonna apply this change, and we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna quit, and we're gonna start the game again. We got to do that. Oh shit, my window capture is not on right. There it is. Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know that. Let's go to fit the screen. Appreciate it. No, that's not right neither. Transform. Stretch to screen. Let's go to fit to screen. Hopefully that works. What is going on here? Why do I got to do all that? That should be like standard that just works. But thank you for letting me know, because I didn't know. All right, we'll go like that. Hopefully that works. And then put that guy behind me. There we go right there. All right, we're good. Now we can restart this again. We're good to go. I need this to be the... I want the enemies to be hard. So when I'm doing this on hard mode now you won't even see these bad guys. They'll be hiding in buildings with sniper rifles, and they'll be trying to take your dome piece off. So that's what it is. Miguel, what's going on with you? What's the game? This game's called Scum. You're a prisoner. You're cast away to a remote island, and you've got to survive. And it's not easy. I should have let the beginning play off to the island. They drop you off from a plane just like they do in any of these other sandbox type games, and you just got to survive. I'm trying to get into a server with other players, but all the
Eyes up.
oh, they're here. All right, so they're still in this building. Oh, my man's getting hungry too. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to remove the silencer from our gun. And now we're going to try to... Let's draw out some bad guys. Here they come. So you got to be smart in this. I've got bad guys below me that want to kill me. I'm trying to bring out the zombies and let them do the dirty work for me. These guys are stuck in a building. All right, I ain't got time for this.
Defensive position. That a challenge?
All right, that probably wasn't the smartest move, having the silencer off doing that. So you can see these guys are wearing the prison jumpsuits right here. They don't have shit. They're not gonna have nothing that I need. I'm decked out. What do they got? They got a little bit of money. We'll take their cash. A sewing needle. We can make us a sewing kit because I don't think I got one of those. I don't need nothing else that they got. We got some food in here. We can eat some of this stuff. Let's eat us an apple, even though we've got food. Is it not working? Man, this thing is so behind the stream is. That's wild. I've got a lot of weight on me too. I need to eat some of this shit. So I need to see where I'm at on the map while I'm eating. I'm way up here. This is a pretty big city. I need to get to some water. I could find me a little boat. Transportation is very important in this. If you don't have transportation, you're going to die. Also, you guys let me know how the audio is. Is it too loud? Damn, what did I do? Did I leave my freaking MP5 in here? Where the hell did my gun go? I was over here messing with they shit. I got a dumbass cleaver. Dog, I just had a gun. I lost my gun. I should be... Oh, boy. You could chop these people up if you wanted to. Oh, there's my gun. It's right there. Take that in my hand. Don't get caught lacking. Let's go ahead and put our silencer back on this thing. We don't want to draw out any more bad guys than we need to. Audio is good. Thank you for letting me know. All right. I've been in this town for a good little while. There's not much that I need. I just need transportation. Now, we could go in the police station and try to find some guns. How do I look on ammo? I need to look for ammo. I got 9mm ammo. That's what I got. I'm good with that. I got plenty of food. I got some shit to drink. No, I don't. It's Scum. This is one of my favorite games right here. You can cheat in this too. I choose... I try to not cheat. Come on out, bitch. I know you're in here. There you go. It is a little goofy with these zombies. Screen size is horrible. What the hell is that? Why is the screen doing that dumbass shit? The screen is horrible. Yo. I need to fix this. I got to do that right now. And I don't know why it's acting like that. Display capture, window capture. Can I do it on the freaking window capture instead? That would be just so much better. And window capture doesn't normally work, but it will right here. It looks like. Okay. For the love of freaking God, it doesn't have to be that complicated. All right, we'll try this window capture, see if that works out better for us. Okay. Far behind too. I can't believe it's so far behind. The stream is so far behind. If this keeps acting up this way, I probably won't mess with this anymore. It's having a tough time with this, you son of a gun. What the screen was just fine, I feel like, and then all of a sudden it went to shit. I don't understand why it was a son of a bitch. I'd hate to know that this ain't even working. It's not working. I can tell it's not working. All right, well, the hell with this. I'm not going to keep wasting my time with this. I need to figure this out when I'm not streaming and boring y'all to death with that. Yeah. I can't tell if I got it fixed or not, and I don't want to waste y'all's time and have it acting booty. I'm about to see right now because the stream has finally caught up. Yep, there's me trying to fix it right there, and I'll know in just a second if that worked or not, which I don't think that it did. I don't think that it did at all. This thing has some, pretty decent graphics on this laptop. I don't know if there's an issue with the graphics setting in relation to the stream output, and I think that might be what it is. But that's a little above my pay grade, and I got to figure that out. That's going to take some Googling to figure that type of shit out. Yeah, I'm watching it right now, seeing if I got it fixed. Shout out to the 110 people who stuck it out with me. You guys thugged it out with me as that shit was acting crazy. Yeah, I think that was probably what it was, though. Extinction, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Somewhere in that wheelhouse. Anyways, that's about all that I got with things. I'll say this. It was a daunting task setting this little station up to be able to do this live stream. The only silver lining here is the fact that I am not freezing my nuts off doing this when I'm usually in my shed doing this. But this is an office space that my wife and I, it's my wife's office. I'm just trying to move in here. And you know what's crazy? What I probably should have done was shared with you me doing this. Watch this. What you don't know, because this used to be my spot. It did. And one day I'd really like to do a live stream where I just go through this pile of shit right here, right? This is like one of many piles of stuff. You can't really tell what that is. A couple of boxes. There's a big box on the bottom that is just full of mementos and after prison show things. There's an orange jumpsuit at the top right there. There's God only knows what the hell is in that box. Maybe props. Like all sorts of wild ass shit. And I've got so many, like my attic is full of stuff like that. My shed is full of stuff like that. It would be cool to go through all of that shit and just reminisce on the glory days. There's this guy that I follow on Facebook. I can't remember his name, but he is so freaking good. You guys will know who I'm talking about when I show him to you. Bradley Sparks. If you don't know who this guy is, you definitely should go check him out. He's not a prison content creator or nothing like that. He's just a content creator, and he does a lot of these like parody videos where he's like acting like he's singing the song. You'll know him when you see the guy. He's really good. Well, he does a lot of skits, and man, his skits are really well thought out and really well executed, and it just motivates me to want to do more. I don't know that I could still do the skits, especially to the level of, you know, how some of these people are doing the skits. But maybe. I think my biggest focus and idea right this second is the music. I want to get into the music, and I feel like it was a calling that I had for so long in my life, something that I wanted to be so much a part of my life. You got to understand, when I was a youngin', I used to do artwork, okay? I used to draw and dabble with the drawing. I go to prison, I'm tattooing, I'm doing the artwork. But all the while, in prison and jail was when this all really started transpiring, and maybe before a little bit, because I used to play guitar too, not very good. Music became such a big part of my identity. Like I really wanted to be a musician, an artist, something in regards to that. I come home from prison. I don't really pursue that. Of course, I pursue After Prison Show, so the music definitely isn't even on the radar. But what if it was? What if when I did the ramen noodle soup video, I just never looked back? I wonder if I would have made it. I'm not saying I would have been a rapper or I don't even know, a songwriter. Just somebody who does, like a Rice Gum, if you guys remember that guy from way back in the day. Could have been something. So I do want to dabble with the music, especially for my son. Like I really want to be serious with that. With doing the children's ballads. I think that would be dope. Oh, shit. Shout out to 1090 Jake. I rock with that dude, man. He's always been good to me. I'll never forget. Let me tell you a funny little story real quick. Timestamp this son of a bitch right here because this is gold. I'll never forget the days of prison content creators going on the No Jumper podcast. There was Banky. He went first. And then 1090 Jake went right after him. I'll never forget this for as long as I live. And they asked Banky how he got started in the doing videos. And his response wasn't me. His response was just, hey, look, I just started filming videos with some guy. Hey, it is what it is. He didn't owe me nothing to shout me out, you know. But because he didn't shout me out, a lot of people thought that there was an issue between Banky and I. And I'll never forget I called Banky after that because everybody is in my comments talking about, yo, what's up with you and Banky? And me and Banky were perfectly fine. You know, Banky was the first person that I had featured on After Prison Show that I helped to create a YouTube channel for. I probably should have done it for the likes of many others, but it just wasn't really what I was thinking about doing. So anyways, you know, me and Banky have a conversation about the situation. It was no drama or nothing like that. I was just like, damn, man, everybody's thinking we got some beef because you go on this podcast and you don't shout me out. I don't give a damn. But obviously, you know, you can see how people get an idea. Maybe because of the track history of, you know, drama in the past. I share that with you because I don't even know who 1090 Jake is. Never met him, never talked to. I mean, I know who he is, but I've never talked to him. I've never personally had a conversation with the guy. But I will always, for the life of me, have nothing but the utmost respect for that dude, no matter what. Because he goes on No Jumper right after Banky. He don't know Banky neither. And he gave me a little shout out on that joint. And man, that shit hit me in the feels. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The Banky situation didn't bother me at all. But when 1090 Jake goes on there and he gives me a shout out, I was like, man, hey, ain't that something? That was a nice thing to do. And he didn't owe me nothing. Didn't owe me nothing. Like I said, I didn't even know the dude. So I'll forever rock with that dude just because of that one thing, that gesture. You know, there were plenty of other people who, you know, it doesn't even matter. So, cool deal there. Hopefully he mentioned me in a good way, and I'm sure that he probably did. Born, what's going on with you? You got to change your OBS settings before the stream, man. It's easier. Yeah, I know. I got to figure it out. This is a new laptop, with ultra things that my other PCs don't have. You got to understand, I don't even have a 50 series graphics card is alien to me. All I've got is 3060s and 3080s in my other two PCs. So this 5070 Ti is a big deal. It's got an Ultra 9 processor. Yeah, she's fast. You know what it was the fastest at right here? Was just acting up. It was fast as a bitch acting up. So that's wild. Dan says, felon to father show. Fatherhood has changed me in ways that nothing else ever will. You got to understand, I am a dude who has not a lot of capacity for emotion. Prison made me a cold, calloused, calculated son of a gun. Had to cut off all the emotion because I went through years of my life incarcerated with no support whatsoever. First 4 years of my 7-year bid, I had nobody. And then it started to be pen pals. But I'm not mad at the fact that I didn't have any support. I did that to myself. However, the only way that you can combat being in that state of absolute loneliness is to compartmentalize everything and just put it away. You don't feel nothing. You're taking an ice bath every single day with your emotions. That was a goddamn bar right there. And yeah, you know, so when my son was born, man, that shit did something to me. I felt like George Young in that movie Blow when he did 10 grams in 10 minutes and he was shaking while his daughter was born. And then he OD'd right there in the hospital. Now, I wasn't on drugs and I didn't have a reaction like that, but I was right there when my son was born. And let me tell you something. I was the first person to deal with my son after the doctors. Yeah, that changed me. Being a father and every day listening to my little boy. He's got the greatest imagination in the world. He's about to be 3 this week, as a matter of fact. And his birthday's right at Christmas time, too. It's crazy. But his imagination is so wild, you know, as a 3-year-old's would be. He can just carry on about stuff and go. And I think that is so freaking awesome. I know that he's going to be a creative individual just based upon, you know, what his imagination is like. And, yeah, man, I can't. Every day is just something. And he keeps me young. As old as I am and as old as I look and feel, he keeps me young. I love that. Somebody said I'm looking like a 12-piece. Thank you. Debating on running? Not at all. Nope. I'm actually debating smoking cigarettes again. I'm a breath away from a pack. Let me tell you. It's been almost a year since I quit smoking. And for what? Yo, go watch a Joe Does Stuff video and listen to my breathing in that shit. I'd be like, yeah, so, I mean, I'm gassed just talking. And people make fun of me for that. I think to myself, when I was smoking, I was doing so much better. And here's the crazy thing. When you're an on and off, again, smoker, like I've been for many years, I'll go like a year or 2 years, and then I'll pick back up for a couple of months. When you do that, every little thing is like a trigger for you. I guess it's like being a drug addict, right? Oh, you said you're debating on running. Good for you. I'm looking at 12. I'm debating running. Holy shit, my dumb ass. I'm sorry I read that wrong. Forget all that dumb shit I was talking about. You're looking at 12 years and debating running. I don't know what your case is. I don't know what finds you in the situation where you're looking at 12 years, but let me tell you something, man. Yeah, you can run. I'm not going to tell you not to. Do what you think is best for you. But the fact of the matter is, you got to look at it like this. What are you going to do? Are you going to run forever? You will never have a normal life. You will get caught eventually. It's the shittiest thing in the world being on the run. And take it from a guy who knows. I was on the run plenty of times for way less. In my earlier years, I would run for nothing. Just run because. Let them catch me. I was too lazy to go to court sometimes. It ain't worth it. It really ain't. 12 years may sound like a life sentence. I don't know if you've ever done time before. I don't know if you're older or younger. But let me tell you something. 12 years, it's 12 years. I ain't going to say it'd be no walk in the park. But if you're young and you're facing some time, the best thing that you could do is just face it. Testing. Are we still live? Because I just lost the chat here, and I don't know if that's a sign of this thing actually crashed. I got chat right here, so chat crashed on the laptop. I personally wouldn't run. I know that it sucks if you're facing time. I don't know if you've got kids. I don't know, anything about your situation, but I would definitely encourage you to just face the music. You might be facing 12, looking at 12, but are you really going to get that? I don't know if you've got a criminal history or not. And if you don't have a criminal history, that could definitely help you. Thank you for letting me know, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I wouldn't run. And if you do have to go do some time, it's not the end of the world. If you got to go sit down for 5 years, that will suck. But trust me when I tell you, you'll come out a better person. You can come out a better person. You're not guaranteed to come out a better person. It's all what you want to do with yourself. Don't let whatever the case is, make or break the rest of your life. Because one bad decision doesn't have to be another bad decision. I'm going to give you a perfect example of that. I'm going to use a story that's very relevant right now. Look at the dumbass coach for Michigan, the black man who was fired because he had an affair on his wife, and the thought rocket side piece white girl went and turned him in for that. Hey, he lost a $6 million a year job because of that situation right there. He went and made matters even worse by going and kicking down her door and threatening to kill himself. Now he's got a home invasion charge, and he's facing a felony conviction. He's a father with 3 young children. He's got a wife. That's one bad decision and making it worse. Don't do that. You're already in a bad spot. Don't make it any worse by running. I definitely would not do that. Face the music. Try to make the changes that you can for yourself and for your situation prior to going to court, if that's possible. If it's a drug situation, get into a class. Try to show the judge that you're doing something. The fact that you're sitting out here in the free world right now telling me that you're facing 12 years means that you got a pretty damn good chance. It's not a guarantee, but you wouldn't be out on bond if you didn't at least have a chance. So I definitely would not run. That's my good piece for the day. Dave says some DayZ. I haven't played it yet. I mean, of course, I know what it is. I'd love to play it. And if I can get this thing figured out, we definitely will. Redskin Chris says a 12-piece would definitely hurt. Damn right it would hurt. But he ain't going to get no 12. That's just what you're facing. That's what they're going to tell you. You might not even get half of that. Yeah, I'm 40. I did 1 year before, and my kid is 19, and it's weapons related. Okay, I got you there. Yeah, I still wouldn't run on it. Whatever the case may be, I still wouldn't run on it. You're out on bond, so that's got to count for something. If I don't know for what. I'm not going to say you're not going to get any time. You might get some time. But running is only going to make it worse. I mean, shit, they could kill you when they come and try to apprehend you. That's as bad as it could get right there. So you got to do what works for you. I'm not I definitely am not going to have all of the answers. There might be somebody else in this genre who could tell you something totally different. Carry your ass to Mexico and start all over. You got a grown-ass kid. He can come see you down there. I'm not gonna tell you to do all that. Derek, appreciate you. Yeah, that house we're working on is freaking haunted, man. It really is. All right, I got to wrap this up. I got to get ready to go pick up my son. I got to break down this little studio and make sure that my wife doesn't come home and be like, oh my God, what the hell happened here? I want to thank y'all for taking the time to rock with me on this. Hey, look, I'm going to start doing, out of everything that I've said here today, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. I hate that I'm mentioning it here now, all the way at the end. Mikey, what's going on? Hello to you. I'm going to be doing more live streams here on After Prison Show. These live streams that you guys are seeing me do over on Joe Does Stuff, I want to do those live streams over here, even if they are Joe Does Stuff related. The fact is, I don't have the time. I cannot have the time anymore. I just don't have the afforded luxury of being able to sit, film, edit videos without being on the job. I got to work. That's the short of it. And I am working, and I'm grateful to be working, but I want to share more with you guys here on After Prison Show. And there's so many things that I want to touch on no diddy that I don't get a chance to talk about because I'm always too busy. I don't have time to film it and edit it. So forgive me if I do share with you guys what may seem like some Joe Does Stuff related content. It's coming from a good place being shared here on this channel. So thank you for allowing me to share. Appreciate y'all taking the time. I hope you guys have a great evening. If you missed this, man, definitely check it out. I think this was pretty good for what it was. You guys have a great one. I'll look forward to bringing you guys more often. And I appreciate you still rocking with me all these years later. Have a great one. And until next time, enjoy life, the free world,